In SolidWorks, you can create a gear mate in an assembly to transfer rotational motion from one component to another component. And the components don't actually have to be gears. Let's take a look at an example. Here I have an assembly. It has three components. The first is a part that I created to hold both of the gears. I'll mention more about that later. And then we have a couple of gears. Here is a large gear, and both these gears are from McMaster-Carr. If you want to download this one for yourself, this is 2515 and 355. And then the other component with the shaft is 2515 and 339. This assembly also has two mates. We have a hinge mate for the larger gear to allow one rotational degree of freedom, and another hinge mate for the gear with the shaft, so it also has one rotational degree of freedom. I also used another mate for positioning so that the teeth matched up with one another. Anyhow, let's take a look at creating the gear mate. I will click on the mate command in the ribbon. This opens up the property manager. I will click on the mechanical tab, and then I will click on the gear mate from the list. And there is a message here. When using gear mates for SolidWorks motion results, mount the two gears on the same housing. That's why I created that greenish part that holds both of the gears. Then we have to select our references for the mate, and you're going to pick either cylinders or curves that define both the axes that they rotate about, but also establish the gear ratio. I made a couple of changes to these part models to add some curves that reflect the pitch diameter. So let me pick them. I will select this curve, and we see that it has a teeth slash diameter value of 148.58. And then from the other component, I have another curve here. I will select it, and it has a value of 34.88. Here in the property manager, we can see how this establishes the gear ratio. But this is not what I want. I actually want to have a 5-to-1 ratio, and this isn't exactly 5-to-1. So you can override the values in here. I will enter in a value of 60 for the larger gear. And when I hit enter, you'll see that the field turns yellow, indicating that I overrode the value. And it still gives it the millimeters unit, but that's okay because what matters is the ratio. For the other one, let me enter in 12 and hit the enter key. And again, it turns yellow. There is an option to reverse the direction if your motion happens to be wrong, but I will leave that unchecked. If I scroll down, we have some of the other options down at the bottom, which are standard for your different mates. This is all good. I will hit the green check mark and then hit the green check mark once again to finish creating the gear mate. Now we can take a look at the motion. Down at the bottom of the screen, right now we're on the Model tab. I will click on the Motion Study tab, and this expands our panel. If it doesn't get expanded, you can just use the arrow on the right-hand side to expand the Motion Manager. And so we've got our different components listed here. Let's change the drop-down list from Animation to Basic Motion. To provide some motion in here, I will click on this icon in order to create a motor. And that opens up the property manager. You have the choice between rotary motor and a linear motor. I'm happy with rotary motor. And then for the motor location, I will pick the shaft of the smaller gear. We get a little red arrow indicating the direction of motion. I am happy with that. Then we have this other field for selecting the component to move relative to. Let me deselect and then click in there again. I will pick that greenish part that I built. For our motion, we've got a drop-down list with our different choices. I'm happy with a constant speed, but I will leave the default of 100 RPM. All of this is good for the motor definition. I will click the green check mark. And now in order to see the motion, I will click on the calculate button. And we can see that as the gear is turning, the gear with the shaft, it turns the larger gear. If I want to look at that some more, well, I'm going to change the playback speed. Let's go to a quarter speed and then hit the play button. And then we can watch it some more and we can see how the gear ratio makes it so that it looks like the gear with the shaft, is turning the larger gear. All of this is great. I will click stop for the motion and let me change back to the model tab. And so that is how you can create a gear mate in an assembly in SolidWorks.